Yo, what is good? What is good? What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up with everybody, man? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? What is up? What is up with everybody? Shout out to all eyes on G.com. What's up with you, my boy? Appreciate you. Anthony, what's up? Richard was good. Blazing was good, man. Jesse, stay focused. What's up? Freddie, what's up? She says, what's up? Shout out from Bakersfield, man. Shout out to you, my boy. Um, Sean Johnson, what's good with everybody in the chat, man? What is up? I am I am so glad to be back, man. I am so glad to be back. Shout out to SJ. What is good with everybody? The numbers. What's up? JA Raider, what's good? I don't know how to say your name, but Blue Raider, what's up, man? Terrence, the man, the man. What's up with you, Terrence? This man said John Gruden taking over. Okay. Okay, man. I am glad to be back, man. I am glad to be back. What's good, Greg? What's up with you, man? I am freaking glad, man. I am glad. I am glad to be back, man. Um, dipped out for a little bit. Um, went to the homeland. Went to the homeland for a couple days. Back to with my dad to Mexico. We had a great time spending it with family. Got to meet a lot of family out there, man. So that's why I was away for quite a bit of time. Didn't want to just like leave on you guys, but that's why I was out, man. That's why I was out. I didn't just dip. I didn't just dip. Um, Man, I got to see the Raiders win out there, man. There was just no way I could have did a live show or a video out there, man. The internet was just a no go. It was straight just family, 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 and that's how I wanted it, man. I just wanted to I just wanted to be with the fam, man. A lot of family that never met before I met over there. So I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. Let's see. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, let's see. Good to have you back. Appreciate you, Santi. What's up with everybody? So look, I never got to speak to you guys about the Cowboys game. I never got to speak to you guys about that, but very, very, very pleased with our performance with the Cowboys game. I felt like that was our team's probably most complete game that we've played as a team. That I felt like our team actually played three sides of the football. I'm happy, man. I mean, our kicker played lights out, great job. Punter always doing what he's doing, always playing a great game. Our offense looked great at times. It looked pretty good. I was very, very pleased with how our defense played. It held us into the game, kept us in it. Very, very pleased with our performance. Obviously, you know, players need to go, players need to come in. I'm really hoping for Trayvon Mullen to come back, man, because now with Brandon Faison, being in the game or being in the lineup for quite some time, I really feel like teams are going after him. And at times he looks great, but at times he looks really bad. So at times he looked really bad, man. So I really, really want to get Trayvon Mullen back in the lineup as soon as possible. But yes, I'm very happy with how we played and handled that game. Derek Carr looked to finally snap out of his, random weird spell that he was in, and that's all I was hoping for, man. That's all I was hoping for because he looked checked out, but he looked like he was playing ball again, man. So I was really, 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 really happy with the way that with Derek Carr, came back and did what he did, man. And when we were down those couple points, there was no other quarterback in the league that I would have rather have right there. But I am very, 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 very pleased with how we played. I'm glad that our quarterback he looked like he was back, man. He looked like he finally got over maybe the emotional side of things. It looked like he was good. It looked like he was bad, man. Um, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Let's see. Even though we put up 36, the O-line was still terrible. The O-line has some work to be done. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Let's see. Desmond Trufant looked pretty good when Faison went down. The thing is though, with Desmond Trufant, he did look pretty decent. He did look pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. But also Desmond Trufant is not the, you know, he's not the answer, right? Right now, we really need to focus on getting we really need to focus on getting Trayvon Mullen back to full health, because down the stretch, man, I will not be confident playing Brandon Faison and Desmond Trufant as our number 2 corner. I won't. That'll just be a tough ride, man. That'd be a tough ride. I really hope that this man can get back to full health. I would much rather see a Meek out there than Faison or Trufant, honestly. A Meek, like, he's looked good, but his only downside is his height. That's something he can't control. But going into this week's matchup with Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel, they're not the tallest. They're not the tallest, right? And Amik, he looked decent on the outside, and I would much rather have a young guy like Amik be out there and getting those reps over a guy like Faison and over a guy like Desmond Trufant to get those reps, man. To get those reps, because at the end of the day, though, Amik, he's young. He's young. You need to get his errors out. You need to get all that kind of stuff out the way, so that he could really learn, right? Brandon Faison, he's not gonna be a long-term thing. Desmond Trufant, he's lucky to have a job with us right now, right? So I would much rather have a Meekin and really truly see what we have these next coming weeks. And you know, and instead of guys like Faison and Trufant, you know, it's kind of funny to me that Amik got benched after one bad game, but then we allow Brandon Faison to allow 3 touchdowns in one game against the Chiefs, and still out there starting, man. He's still out there starting. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Um, the thing is that Faison, man, he looks like he looks like he has the spark, the swagger in spurts, and then there's other times where he's getting absolutely cooked, right? And I'm not. I don't want to see that going forward, man. I don't. I really don't, man. We're gonna need this offensive line. We got to figure this out for the last 4 games of the year. Yes, we have a tough schedule going forward, man. A lot of teams are really picking up steam right now, and this is the best time where you need to pick up steam. This is the time that you really want to get hot as a team. This is when you want to, if you can get streaky now, this is when you want to do it. This is when you want to do it, man. Let's see. I'd rather have D-Jack get those reps. I'm glad Deshaun Jackson is out there getting more reps, man. I guess this 3rd week was when he really was able to shine. Obviously, I mean, he's been killing the Cowboys for years now. He's been doing this to the Cowboys for years now. But the thing I like about Deshaun Jackson, I said this before, and a lot of you guys kind of criticized me for it, man, but I said Deshaun Jackson is a better route runner than what we had before in Ruggs, right? Obviously, Deshaun Jackson is a little bit slower, but his route tree is a little bit bigger than what we would have had before. So I'm glad to see that Deshaun Jackson, you know, got to get it going, man. He really got to get it going, and his route running, it looked pretty decent this last game. He had a couple receptions where his route running really showed, right? And obviously on that 56-yard touchdown, that was speed and separation off the get off, man. So I'm really happy with that. But going forward, man, the Washington football team is what we have next. And right now, the Washington football team is trying to get hot. The Washington football team is trying to get hot. The defense is looking to really pick up steam right now, but they are obviously without Chase Young, and their quarterback is Heineke. Their quarterback is Heineke, man. So Heineke is either going to have a crazy, like, wow game, or Heineke is going to be Heineke and he's going to suck. He's going to suck, man. But this upcoming game, it's not looking the best for Darren Waller. It's not, but right now I'm really happy to see that our team without Waller was able to produce. Our team without Waller was able to produce, and the last time we didn't have Waller for a game, Foster Moreau stepped up and played a big game. So I would love to see that again from Foster Moreau if Darren Waller is not able to play this week. If Darren Waller is not able to play this week, then I really want to see Foster Moreau get a lot of touches again. You know, yes, Jason, and D-Jack is not just thirsty for touches, man. He wants to win. If he can't catch it, he will get a flag, and we saw that. Number 30, Brown was getting cooked. He was a freaking flag machine. He was a flag machine. Heineke is not that bad. I mean, he can make a play, but he's not gonna win you a game, if you know what I mean, right? He's not gonna go down. He's not gonna have the perfect drive to go out and win you a game. That's the thing with Heineke. So I'm not too worried about their quarterback, but their defense is really starting to get going, man. It's really starting to get going. Um, let's see. And Andy, what do you think of our tight end 86? I believe that's Helm. Um, I believe he stopped on a route last week where he could have got a touchdown. And he kind of stopped on the route. I don't know why you would stop on a route. You're on the goal line. I don't know why you would stop. I don't at all. I don't know why, but I think that's just a mistake. Hopefully it could get fixed. I know it probably will get fixed. The second the game was over, they probably watched film of him and the tight end coach. But yeah, there's not much to be said with him. He's not the greatest in blocking, and he's not the greatest in receiving either. So he's just like average at best. If the Raiders can build on that, we'll win. We're gonna be okay. I believe so. We really had a good team win, man, and I think that's what's important. Our team really played together this last game. Foster flattened Parsons. Yeah, I felt like we did a really good job on slowing down Micah Parsons. Right, obviously he had the sack at the end, but I really felt like Parsons was playing pretty dirty, man. Each time he was putting a little bit extra more weight, and he was holding on to Derek Carr a little bit longer after the play. He was jumping on him and putting his full body weight, which is a roughing the passer, right? But obviously that didn't get called. But I felt like Parsons, he was trying to get under Derek Carr's skin, and I don't think it worked. And I felt like we did pretty good on holding him back for a little bit. Throwing deep or throwing more often. I think that throwing deep is part of our offense, and the last couple weeks where Deshaun Jackson really had to get going and understand the playbook a bit more, it showed, right? Obviously our quarterback play wasn't the greatest either the last couple weeks, but I mean now where it looks like our deep threat is there again, and it looks like our offense is ready to go again. Let's see. Shout out to my boy OG, man. He says, "Yo, Andy, I saw another live where one of our second level coaches said in the chat, Greg Olsen is in attack mode for the rest of the season." Well, if that's true, I mean, I would love for Greg Olsen to drop a great game plan and really be aggressive because yeah, no, I don't. I honestly don't know. I hope so. I hope that Greg Olsen can really get it going down the stretch because we sure as hell need it. Vinny says, I don't know about y'all, but I hate when Jacobs gets too fancy and tries to juke out the defender like he's a bruiser, not a shifty, and a lot of times it costs us yards. I couldn't agree with you more, man. I couldn't agree with you more, to be completely honest with you. I see a lot of times Jacobs, he tries to bounce it outside and he ends up losing 3 to 4 yards when he does that, man, because he simply does not have the speed to outrun a slot corner or outrun a sideline to sideline linebacker, and he loses us yards. Instead, if there was no yardage to be gained on the line of scrimmage, we would just get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Or with Josh Jacobs being a bruiser, maybe he gains the yard, right? And I understand Josh Jacobs wants more than just a yard, so that's why he's trying to bounce it out. But he does not have that speed. He does not have that speed to be doing that, right? It's tough. It's tough. Let's see. Pacey, shout out to you, my boy. Always showing great love to the channel, man. He says Amik would allow 3 TDs on KC2. Low, no drop off with D-Jack. Secondaries are scared again by the speed, and they can't double team our wide receivers and D-Wall. There you go, man. There you go. That's what I felt was needed. But yes, I really agree with what you just said, man. Facts. That is straight facts. Yeah, I mean, you spoke facts there. You just spoke facts there. That is what it is. Todd Ken says false start. Let's see. I'm watching the replay of the Cowboys game and watch Colton Parker and Leatherwood getting blown up. Yeah, our offensive line didn't play the biggest and best of games, but what matters is that we came out with a win. But definitely the game plan with this game going forward has to be a bit more. I don't know. I hope that our game plan this week doesn't get more conservative. And the reason why I say that it could get conservative is because you got Deron Payne, you got Matt Ioannidis, you got Jonathan Allen, and you got Montez Sweat all rushing the passer this week. Those are some monsters rushing the passer this week. And it's kind of scary because I really hope that our offensive game plan doesn't get a bit too conservative with us not wanting to go deep, because we might get sacked because these guys are all going to be rushing the passer, man. It's tough. It's tough. Where the fuck is Incognito? He's done or what? Yeah, I have no clue. Oh, is Montez Sweat out? Hold on. Shout out to my boy Robert. I'll get right back to that. Is Montez Sweat out? If Montez Sweat out, is Sweat and obviously, Chase Young is out. That's big. That's big. That is big. Hold on. We shook off the blues and now it's all about getting money, baby. Vegas style. Raiders win 34-17 Washington. Wow. Sweat has a broken jaw. Well, I mean, I don't. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, Sweat's jaw got realigned. Oh. Huh. That's big. That is pretty big for our offense, man. Yeah, it's a broken jaw. Oh wow. Ooh, he's gonna miss a month. Okay, well, still, Jonathan Allen, definitely nobody to mess around with. And neither is Deron Payne or Matt Ioannidis, man. Those are. I mean, you guys heard me all offseason screaming for Matt Ioannidis. I wanted us to make a trade for Matt Ioannidis all offseason, but yeah. I'm surprised. I totally forgot that Montez Sweat had a broken jaw. That's big for us, man. That's big. Their secondary is pretty decent. I know that. But yeah. Let's see. Jawbone. Just saw an ESPN headline about Montez Sweat. He will miss about a month. Okay. I'm all for it. Let's see. Shout out to my boy Ray the Tape, man. He says we got to get the run game and defense to step up. I agree. The defense needs to step up with turnovers. I think that's where we need to step up, man. Turnovers. We need to win that. We need to win that turnover battle, man. In a run game, I mean, dude, I feel like week 13. If we haven't gotten it going by now, safe to say, I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen, man. And it sucks because I said this like week 2 after Derek Carr threw for another 400 yards. I was like, man, you're putting up a lot of pass film right now. A lot of teams are going to get to a lot of film to look at when you're passing the ball. Teams are going to see a lot of your arsenal, and it's just week 2, and it'll be tough to do that going forward. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it now where sometimes it looks like teams just know what we're doing because we put a lot of it on film in week 1 through 4. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know if our run game will ever get going by this point. I feel like if it was going to get going, it should have got going around like week 10. You give your offensive line a month and a half to shake off rust and really get going, and they still can't. Well, I don't think it will. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's tough though. It's tough. Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully we can get the run game going. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully, but I just don't see it happening, man. And I like this right here from Clifford the Black Raider says use Drake. I I I want that. I really agree. I think that Drake right now has, in my opinion, I really don't care what some of you guys say. He's been our running back number 1. He can catch and he can run. Right now, he is doing what Jacobs cannot. He is running in between the tackles and he is getting yards because of it. And he's also playing in the flats. He's catching a lot of passes in the flats. So it's I really want to see Drake get a lot of run, man, because I feel like Jacobs is lacking a lot this year, a lot. If I'm being honest, Andy, do you trust the coin? I mean, it's kind of funny, right? 12 games, and they've been 100% on every single one. It's pretty funny. Obviously, it's a 50-50, but yeah, it's pretty. I wouldn't trust it. I mean, it's a coin, right? I think it's a pretty crazy, wild, outlandish coincidence that's occurred, but yeah, it's tough. No run game, but big passing plays keeps the defense on the field. Yeah, simple as that. Simple as that. I mean, we won't get nothing on first down, and then second down or third down we'll make a play, or Hunter Renfro will make a play. That's what it is. That's what it is. But I think that we definitely need a run game. I just don't see us having one. So like to be honest, I just don't see us having one. Um, let's see. We gotta have a dominant run game against the Foreskins. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is though is that their front seven is pretty decent, and Jonathan Allen, he's a very 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 good run stopping defensive tackle. And then you got, Deron Payne and Matt Ioannidis that are good against the pass. But Jonathan Allen, I really think that if we ran the ball consistently, he would blow up a lot of the runs. A lot of the runs because our offensive line simply isn't there. Run blocking. Simply isn't. Let's see. Okay, y'all, I am trolling, but is it possible that is the worst QB? What? You're crazy. Let's see. Have you given a score prediction? I have not. Cowboys getting screwed again tomorrow. They have the same refs from Thanksgiving. I mean, I don't see them getting screwed. I didn't really see like bad officiating. I definitely felt like the officiating on both sides was evenly unfair. That's what I felt like it was. KC fan. Yeah, I don't know. Put a lot of people in the box against Gibson. The thing is, they might be getting Curtis Samuel back. And then you got Terry McLaurin. His name is Deshaun Gibson or something like that. Gibson, their running back. And then you got Curtis Samuel, who's a gadget guy who they can line up in the back, who they can run end arounds with, who they can go deep with because he is fast, just like Terry McLaurin. And he can line up in the slot. He can do a lot of stuff. So if they get Curtis Samuel back, we really, 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 really have to be careful. And as far as Taylor Heineke, he extends plays, man. He extends plays. So I feel like we might see what we saw week 1 against Baltimore, where we have 3 guys rushing the passer, and then you have that other defensive tackle who's kind of just playing patty cake at the line of scrimmage and just ready to shed the block when their quarterback runs, right? That's what I think it is. And shout out to my boy Graf, man. Salute to the GOAT. Salute to the GOAT. Zebras had to throw the flag. Facts. Yeah, Samuel's back. He played on Monday. There you go. There you go. He played on Monday. So yeah, if Curtis Samuel's back, Terry McLaurin is there. The thing is with Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel is that these guys wanted us. They wanted to play with each other. They've been friends or whatever since college, kind of like Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham, but without the drama. Without the drama. How do you feel about us signing 3-time college champion long snapper Carson Tinkler? Well, with Trent Sieg out, I think he's out, right? With COVID, he'll miss at least a week. I think he should get the job done. Hopefully, I think he should get the job done. Hopefully, I hope that he'll be able to snap. I hope he'll be able to long snap. Yeah. That's it. Let's see. My boy Benjamin says we need to use Drake in the first half and use Josh in the second half of the game. I wouldn't mind that because I really feel like using Drake in the first half of the game, we can get more explosive plays and maybe we could put up more points. And then maybe second half when we're really trying to tire out the defense even more, keep them on the field. Where you can put your bruiser back in to really grind out dirty yards, get 3 yards when there's only 1. I would like that. I would like that. But really, I'm just worried that Jacobs is just not on form. He's not on form. He's not playing how he was. He's not running in between the tackles. He's bouncing the ball out a lot. And he's getting tackled for losses of yards multiple times a game. So would that essentially work? Yes, because it's a good game plan. You get the explosive plays in the first half with Kenyon Drake as a passer, as a runner, and then you allow Josh Jacobs to really just to wear down the defense. And yeah, that would work. That seems like a great game plan, but it's like Josh Jacobs just is not on form right now, you know? So it's tough. We waste down by giving the ball to Jacobs on first down for 2 yards, air that shit out. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Jacobs has definitely not played his best football. Definitely not. Let's see. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Facts, Jason. When are we elevating Tyron Johnson, who ran a 4.36? Would be a huge help? I'm not actually too sure that he would be a huge help, right? Because we have a speedster in Zay Jones who supposedly was the second fastest player on the team, next to was supposedly the second fastest player on the team when Henry Ruggs was here, right? So why would we elevate a Tyron Johnson when he's not even the greatest, right? He's not even the greatest. We had Rico Gafford in the past. He never did shit with us. We had speedsters in the past that never did anything. I mean, John Brown was supposed to be a speedster, and he's not even on a roster right now. So it is what it is. But shout out to my boy Graf, man. In the building. What is up with my dog, man? What's up with
my brother, man? I only pulled up. I pulled up real quick because I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
And I don't know why there's an echo, but just missed my bro, man. Want to come shoot the shit for a few minutes?
Yeah.
I got a show here in about 15 minutes. If you guys ever heard of the Autumn Windbags, I'll be on their show here in about 15 minutes. So I wanted to come shoot the shit with my bro for a minute, man. It's good to have you back. We missed you. You gonna be on the live stream on Sunday?
Oh, definitely, man. I was telling them, man, I was out of town. I was back in the homeland with my pops, man. So yeah, it was definitely no internet where I was at. So yeah. But that's why I was away. That's why I was gone. But shoot, I am glad to be back, man. It is definitely fun, man.
How you feel about? I know we didn't really get to talk too much. I don't know how long you been on. You been on for a few?
About half an hour.
Okay, so coming off that Dallas game, man, how are you feeling about Sunday?
I was talking to them, with them getting Curtis Samuel back. Gibson is a pretty big piece. Yeah. And obviously Tarek McLaurin and Taylor Heineke have been gaining some confidence together. Yeah. I definitely don't think that it'll be an easy game by any means, because even their tight end Logan Ryan, I believe, Logan Ryan, he's half decent himself, man. And it'll be a tough one. It'll be a good game. It'll be a good game. But they're saying that Montez Sweat is out. I think he was out last
week. He's on an IR. Chase is gone for the year. They still have some great defensive tackles with John.
Yeah, their defensive tackles are disgusting.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to run the ball. I think they're the third best team in the league against the run. It's going to be very difficult.
Yeah, their front seven is good.
But they've given up a lot of yardage in the passing game. So this is a game where DC should be able to throw for over 300 and turn that 6-0 record to 7-0 and over 300 yards. So
and here's my thing, right? We just saw Deshaun Jackson go crazy because he played the fucking Cowboys and he's used to playing the Cowboys. I mean, Deshaun Jackson was used to playing the Redskins when they were the Redskins, and he also played with them. Yeah. I think that he'll go back-to-back big games, honestly.
Well, I do. How do you feel about Deshaun already popping up on the injury report?
What was he injured with?
I believe he has. Is it a calf? I think it's a calf. He was limited. He still played. He still practiced. But that's something that we need to keep an eye on. But also, Gibson, Washington football team's running back, was actually limited today as well with the injury. So there's a lot of shit that we need to keep an eye on coming up with Sunday. But I think that Gibson and I think Deshaun's going to play. Mm-hmm. But this has been D-Jax's MO. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I mean, shit, you come out, you ball out, and then you disappear for a game or two because with an injury. It's just, hopefully, man, this isn't a trend, man. Hopefully he can ball out for the rest of the year and earn another contract with us. I would love to bring him back one more year. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely, man. Because I don't think that we'll be in a top position to get a top wide receiver in this draft. I don't think that we'll be in a position to get one. Mm-hmm. But I think that this team right now is very dependent on a deep threat. I think we need it because we lost 3 games in a row because we clearly didn't have that threat. Mm-hmm. And obviously it limited our quarterback play, and our quarterback didn't play great, and our quarterback was, maybe in some sort of an emotional
tailspin.
Yeah. So it was a lot of things, but
it looks like they're going to be without McKissick as well. Their backup running back was really, really good in the passing game. He's dealing with the concussion, and it looks like he's not going to clear protocol. So that's a big thing for us. Gibson's going to have to carry that load for them boys. We've been talking about Heineke, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Like bro, with him, he'll hold on to the ball to the very last second. Yannick and Max have to get to this guy quick and fast, because if you give him enough time, mind you, he's not a great quarterback, but he's very serviceable. And if you give him enough time, he'll pick you apart, man.
And this is the thing with Heineke, right? He's not Big Ben, obviously, but the thing that he reminds me with is Big Ben is that Big Ben, he'll test you, right? He'll take that shot. Yeah. And Heineke, with him, it's not that he's testing you. It's just that he's like, fuck it, I'm going to try and make something happen.
Yeah.
Like literally that's what he's doing.
That's exactly who he is.
So he'll get out of a tackle, do some Russell Wilson shit, and just be like, fuck it, you got an inch of space, I'm going to throw it. And sometimes they'll come down with it and they'll be like, what the, this man was taking college classes before playing football, or he'll throw a duck and then he'll damn near throw a pick six and they'll be like, okay, well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. This guy, he can hurt your defense. Like he can.
Definitely.
He can hurt your defense. And
Curtis Samuel that comes back and you know he's back and this dude can play.
Does it all.
Bro, like McKissick, like he can play running back. You know what I'm saying? Curtis Samuel can go play running back.
Like literally, he was doing what Deebo Samuel was doing this year with the Panthers. Like he would line up at running back, he would line up at receiver, he'll line up in the slot. Yeah. He didn't put up the numbers, but he was playing that role, that Joker role, like what Deebo Samuel's doing.
Yeah, he was pretty much. That's why I wanted to get him. I'm like,
I
don't understand this. If you guys want to go out and waste the draft pick in the third round on Lynn Bowden Jr.,
why not?
Well, just go get Curtis Samuel, like an actual guy that's proven in the league that can do everything that you're going to look for. It didn't really make any sense to me, man. But that's a guy we have to keep an eye on. I'm looking forward to seeing who we put on him. I know he can play in the slot outside. He can do it all. Hopefully, we get Nate. I want to see Nate Hobbs match up with Curtis Samuel. That'd be cool. That'd be actually cool.
I think. I mean, honestly, I feel like our defense has been pretty consistent on keeping us in games until they can't anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they keep us, and then it's like, fuck, our offense didn't do something. And then it goes downhill. And then our offense seems like, okay, well, our defense is fucking up now. We're going to try and get into it. But then at that point, it's too late. So I think that I said this for the Cowboys game, and it's efficiency, man. First and second down, there is no other down that you have to be more efficient on than those first two.
Yeah.
First and second down will set you up in a great position, man. If you cannot be consistent and efficient on first and second down, you're going to have a long day, especially against Matt Ioannidis, Jonathan Allen, and Daron Payne. I don't want that.
They also have a really sneaky good defensive tackle with Tim Settle as well. They got some guys over there, man.
That is okay. Let me put it like this: they are the Alabama of defensive tackles.
Yeah,
yeah. Like, bro, they have 4 good ass defensive tackles on the roster, bro.
This is a game where we get to see what James is made of. Andre James is made of. What
our interior is made of.
Yeah, what Alex Leatherwood, what these 3 guys can really do on the inside, because we're going to need them a lot. I would not be shocked to see DC in a lot of shotgun formations this weekend because of just that great defensive tackle room that they have. The defense, you guys, we cannot allow the Washington football team to put up 30 on us. I'm sorry. We have to get out. Like we have to convert on third downs on the offensive side of the ball to give this defense a break. I get that for sure. And putting up 7 in the red zone is definitely going to help the defense as well. But we cannot give up 30 to this team because we did it 3 weeks back to offensive juggernauts, though. Don't get me wrong. You know, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Dallas Cowboys, Kansas City Chiefs, these are 3 teams that can put up 40 any given Sunday. But we cannot allow this team that just put up 17 on one of the worst defenses in the league with Seattle to put up 30 on us. At that point, look, we have to look at this defense and say, okay, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Because we're giving up a lot. We're giving up a lot of points.
But
it does lie on the offense as well. Don't get me wrong. The offense.
It was what? Kansas City and then the Bengals, right? We played those 2 games back to back.
Yep. Kansas
City had double our offensive snaps, and so did the Bengals. Our offense did not stay on the field at all. So when you're allowing Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, fucking Tyreek Hill to have double your team's offensive snaps, it's gonna fucking happen.
Thanks.
When you allow Jamar Chase and then Joe Burrow, who played with each other, and then you got Joe Mixon, who this man wants to murder us each time he plays us.
Yep, every time.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. So, yeah. I don't know. I like this right here by DeMarcus because there's 2 guys that I really feel like we should just throw them in there, man. DJ Fluker or man, give this man Jermaine Illuminor his fucking shot at right tackle. Why not?
Yeah, because Brandon Parker looked really bad this past week. I watched Sanjeet's breakdown on him too. That was a great video on Brandon Parker. It's time to move on from him, man. He gave up a lot, and his technique, just everything from a right tackle in this league, he just doesn't fit the mold of it. I don't see.
And to be honest, neither does Jermaine Illuminor, but he is better.
Yes,
he's better.
And Fluker, man, I'm telling y'all now, Fluker would have been the starting right tackle, but he's dealing with his own injuries. This guy's coming off of surgery in June, July, a serious surgery as well. So I think that we got him in hopes of having him back sometime around this time, playoff push. But I don't think Fluker's ready, because if Fluker was ready, I think he'd already be in at right tackle already. There's no Brandon Parker's a very, very, very bad football player. It is what it is.
I mean,
I don't get it, bro. Like, go watch that video. If y'all haven't got a chance to, chat gang, go check out that breakdown that Sanjay did of Brandon Parker. Really good film breakdown on him, bro.
I mean, I think Illuminor almost has to be given the shot personally, because Brandon Parker has played very, very poorly. And the thing is that Jermaine Illuminor was a right tackle before coming with the Raiders. He was a right tackle before coming with us, and he played very, 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 he was a little bit above average. Little bit above average. And that's the thing. So he came here, and we were like, you know what? Play left guard after playing right tackle. And he was our number one graded offensive lineman.
Yeah.
And guess what? We put Brandon Parker over him. And Jermaine Illuminor is a right tackle. That's what he played.
Yeah.
That's what he played. So I think that right now,
bro, we traded up. Didn't we? I could have swore we traded up to get Brandon Parker, bro, in the third round.
I think somebody was picked before him, so that's why we or something like that.
Bro, that's insane, man.
I didn't even know my boy Kenny was in here, man. What's up? I did not mean to ignore your comments, my boy. Let's see. Parker is the weak link of the offensive line. I mean, I agree. I mean, this is the thing. Leatherwood, this man, he's sneakily putting good tape on film right now. Mm-hmm. He's having it looks like his transition to right guard, it's finally coming in a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit. And the penalties, they're
going down. They're
still fucking there, but they're going down. Yeah, they're going down, right? I still think that with the crazy volume of penalties he had at the beginning of the season, I think he's still probably the highest penalized player in the NFL, probably. But at the end of the day, it looks like he may have a future at guard with the way he's progressing.
Shit, at this point, Brandon Parker may have passed him up in penalties, man.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, but
I think that dude Anthony Brown from the Cowboys passed him up in one game.
Bro, I live in Dallas, bro. Like, these guys, I promise you, we all know it's just a game, but I promise you, this guy's been getting death threats and all kind of crazy shit off of that one performance.
Because this is the thing. The numbers do not lie.
Nope.
The Raiders and Cowboys game was the most watched game in a fucking long time.
48.5 million or some shit like that.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
You damn near put the two most fucking bro. The egos and the diehards is in the Raiders and the Cowboys. Those two fucking organizations love their teams more than some of their family members.
Yes, definitely.
So when you got two franchises like that going after each other, bro, teams are gonna get irritated. It's gonna happen, and it happened, right? I mean, he got fucking whooped. But I was just saying right before, because I know you got to go in a little bit, or you got to go now, damn near. I'm
waiting for them to send me the link, so it ain't here yet, brother. So
so what I was saying was, is it? Let me put it like this.
You said, "What you drinking, Doc?"
The reps that Faison and Desmond Trufant are getting. Would you rather right now let those reps go to Amik?
That who? Okay, repeat that one more time.
Because Faison and Desmond Trufant look like the number 2 and the number 3 corner.
I want Trufant to get those snaps. I want to see what Trufant can do because he's been having some good plays out there, bro. Like,
and this is the thing with Trufant though. The first play he played against the Chiefs, he let Tyreek Hill put him in a blender. Yeah. And he let up a touchdown. And I understand that Tyreek Hill's can do that to a lot of people, but I think that Trayvon Mullen probably won't be back this week, maybe next week, because I don't think Trayvon Mullen has practiced at all this week. So it looks like it's probably next week or the week after. But I want to see a Meek. I mean, this dude, Faison is 29, almost 30 or something like that. Yeah. And Trufant is into his 30s.
He's like 32, 33.
Why are we not allowing Amik Robertson to get those snaps? I understand he is physically not tall enough to play against certain receivers.
He's limited. But he did have one great play against that big tight end.
And that was a great play.
Great play. But
he saved a touchdown. That was a touchdown.
They just sent me this link, brother. I gotta go.
Oh, but don't worry.
My brother, hey, have a great show. I'm looking forward to Sunday. Pregame, you guys.
What? It's a 10 a.m.?
Let me see real quick. I'll check it out. But we have the pregame will be over here as always, you guys.
Yes.
Pregame will be right here on Andy's channel. It's at 3:05 p.m. 1:05 your time. So just put it together, brother. I'll be there, and then we'll be over here for the game.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna go do this show real quick, and then for those who don't know, I know Andy's not going to be on tonight. Late night, 12 o'clock Eastern. Me and Stu are going to be on tonight. We're just going to shoot the shit. We both got a lot going on, so we just wanted to come talk to each other, man, and shoot the shit. If you guys want to pull up over there tonight. We'll be over there later on, man. But shout out to my little bro, the future GOAT, the future GOAT of Raiders YouTube. You heard it from me, the future GOAT. My brother, man, I'll see you soon,
bro. I see you soon. See you, bro.
All right, brother.
All right, y'all. But back to what we were talking about. I see my boy Raider 805 says Amik gets burned too much. Clifford said, man, I thought Mullen would be back. I definitely thought that Mullen would be back right now. But yes, talk him. I think that's the only thing that's limiting Amik is his size. Right? Pause is his height. Amik is not tall. He's physically not gifted enough to play outside corner. And when he plays slot, when he plays on the inside, he doesn't look comfortable. But at the same time, the thing is with Brandon Faison either looks great, phenomenal, or he looks horrible. And I think Amik, the man is year 2, he can grow a lot from getting these reps. He can grow a lot from gaining these first team reps. I mean, he got benched after one bad game. And I can say Brandon Faison has had at least 2 bad games. At least 2. So I would love to see a guy like Amik get his shot again. Get his chance again. I'm not sure if there's some sort of lingering issue or something like that, but we're not facing the tallest of receivers this week. I would love to see him, get back in the starting lineup before Trayvon Mullen comes back, man. Let's see. Faison is a practice squad player. He's never going to get better. I mean, it's tough to say because he looks decent, but then, it's like, if Mullen is out there and we are losing, we will let him go. We miss him. So Raiders will re-sign him if he is not snatched up by another team. I mean, he still has a couple years on his contract. I think he has this year and one more. So he won't leave just yet. But I think that Mullen, we need Mullen. We need Mullen, man. We need Mullen back sooner rather than later. 1,010%, 1,000,000%. Trayvon Mullen, Raider Alex says he's average. I'd say that he's a little bit above average. He's a good corner number 2. And Hayward is obviously been balling out, man. You think we give Trufant more burn? It's possible because he's out there, and like Graf just said when he was in for a couple minutes, Trufant has put some decent tape on film, but he also has lacked a lot of explosive plays when we're going up against explosive players, right? And the thing is Curtis Samuel is explosive. The thing is, dude, Terry McLaurin is super explosive, and it's tough, man. It's tough, but I'm very, 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 very interested to see how our offense will do against this stout front seven that we're going up against this week. Now, I want to ask you guys one. I want to ask you guys one question. Who do you think balls out more? Not the most out of the whole team, but Darren Waller. Darren Waller is most likely going to be out. So, do you think that Foster Moreau has a big game, a bigger game than Renfro, or do you think that Renfro has a bigger game than Foster? I want to know who do you think will have a bigger game this week? I really, really, really want to know that because Foster Moreau, when having to fill in for Darren Waller, had an amazing game. Amazing game. But Renfro this last week just set career highs in everything, in receiving, in receptions and receiving yards. So I really, really, really think that that Renfro probably will do it again, man. Renfro will have a better game. Renfro. Okay, Renfro he's the man. Renfro for sure. All right. I like that. I like that. B says Foster. There you go. Just one Foster. Damn, just one Foster? Okay. I like you, man. I keep throwing to Renfro. He's money. I like that. Now, out of our receivers, because or not out of our receivers, but when we go up against this team, right? Because they are technically Miz, my fault, Miz. He said Foster. Okay. But look, D-Jack and Kenyon Drake. I think that Kenyon Drake is going to be a pretty big factor in this game. And the reason why I say that is because this team is extremely good at stopping the run. Extremely good at stopping the run. I believe they rank in the top 5 to stop the run. So their front seven is dominant when it comes to the run game. Now, I think that Kenyon Drake might be able to go on a crazy rampage this game because I think that Drake is going to get a lot of burn out of the backfield. And when I say that, I mean he's going to get a lot of yards in the flats. Or when he does that, when he helps the tight ends, when he chips on a defensive end and goes out into the flat and he stays as a check down. I think those yards, I think Kenyon Drake is going to have a lot of yards like that this game. And I think D-Jack will have a good game as well, obviously going up against I like that. But I think D-Jack is going to have a good game, obviously going up against a team that he played for and a team that he's played against a lot of times. So it'll be interesting. But this right here, I like that you said that. I like that you said that because my boy Ben Malik says, they're top 5 in run D because anybody can throw for 400 yards on them. They got bums in the secondary. I like to see that, man, because if our offense can really stay explosive and we can throw the ball at will against them, I think that this game could get out of hand quick and in a good way. But if we go out there trying to dilly-dally and give Josh Jacobs the ball on first down, I think that this game can be a lot closer than what it needs to be, personally. And yes, their secondary is poor. Their secondary is not the best, but I really, 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 really think that if our team can get it going passing wise, first half, you got to keep it rolling. You got to keep it rolling. Continue to pass the ball because the run game is not there. So it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. Um, Washington football is sixth worst versus wide receivers. That is horrible. Wow. And Zay Jones actually had a decent game last week. He finally showed up on the stat sheet, man. He finally showed up on the stat sheet. I'm glad to see that, because he hasn't been able to do it. He hasn't been able to do it. My boy says, my boy Ronnie says, "What's up, new to the channel? Welcome. How do you think my boy Foster will do at the tight end spot? I think that he will pick up right where he left off against the Eagles. I think that he will have a great game. Me personally, I think that he's going to have a bigger game than Renfro. I know a lot of you guys went with the Renfro, but I think that Foster's going to have a bigger one. My boy Kenny says he's out. I'll hope you have a good night, my boy. Always good to have you in the chat, man. Always good to have you in the chat. We need to set the tempo and get an early lead for they do not lean on that tough running game. Yes, I agree. You have to set the tempo, come out running, come out firing. Like I said, like I just said when Graf was on here, efficiency on first and second down, man. If you are efficient on first and second down, you're setting yourself up to win games. If you can get more than 2 yards on first down, you're setting yourself up to win games, because if you grab 4, then you only need 3 yards in the next 2 downs. You only need 3 yards in the next 2 downs a piece, so you need 6, 3 on average. I don't need you guys coming at my math, but if you get a 4-yard gain on first down, man, I like that. You have to be efficient. You have to be efficient, man. And he says they're down to their 4th-string center. I mean, hopefully our guys out here can really ball out, right? You got Quentin Jefferson, Solomon Thomas. I think Darius Philon is still going to be out this week, so we'll see here. But yeah, we'll see. Shout out to Queen Raiderette, says, new here, just subscribe. Thanks for the content, man. I appreciate your presence, man. I appreciate you for sure. My boy says, what's up, Andy? What's good with you, man? What's up with Edwards? You think he'll be a starter next year? It'll be interesting, because this offseason can be pretty major in terms of the wide receivers, right? I mean, especially if Derek Carr is still here, you could potentially be in for a superstar receiver in Devontae Adams, right? So it'll be very interesting to see if he will still be a starter if he doesn't really pick it up, because right now it's like he's been out there, but he hasn't been, he hasn't really been producing as a starting receiver, right? I mean, I'm not sure if he's gotten over 600 yards yet on the season. Let me check that really quick. But I don't think he's hit over 600 yards just yet, and we're going into week 13. That's only 50 yards a game, right? That's only 50 yards a game. Yeah. So it is what it is, man. Let me see. Let me pull up the Raiders stats really quick. Let's see. Brian Edwards stats. So right now, Brian Edwards on the year has, let's see. Hold on. Brian Edwards on the year right now has 446 yards, and he has not missed a game at all this year. He has not missed a game at all. He's been out there. That's not good. That's not good, if I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's not good at all. That's not what you want out of your starting receiver. That's not what you want out of your starting receiver. You don't want to see your starting receiver who's getting number 1 reps with 446 yards going into week 13. That's not what you want to see, man, at all. At all. There's obviously Waller has more yards. Obviously, I think it doesn't really count, but Deshaun Jackson is about to have more yards than him. So yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Obviously, Deshaun Jackson's yards aren't all with us. He had 200 yards with another team before he came here, but I think that Bryan Edwards definitely has to pick up steam here because going forward, you can't be promising people's spots on the team and they're not producing, right? We can no longer just put people out on the field because they were a second round pick or a third round pick or a first round pick because we don't want to look bad, right? So it's tough, right? It really is. Right now, Hunter Renfrow leads us. Yeah, Hunter Renfrow leads our team in receiving yards with 658. And Darren Waller's right behind him with 643. Henry Ruggs isn't here, but he had 469 before, and Bryan Edwards is behind him with 446. So, yeah. It's tough. It's tough. Do you think we see Malcolm Kuntz this week? Man, I don't know. I really, really, really don't know. Deshaun Jackson has 140 with the Raiders, and he had about 220 with the other team, with the Rams. So he's at like 300 something. He's at like 360. Yes, Kuntz is playing this week. I love to see it. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. When I disagree, he was drafted as a 21-year-old with major size and injury history. We knew he wasn't going to be the guy right away. He's a development guy. Well, me personally, I don't think that you start a development guy for 11 straight games. If he's a development guy, I don't think you do that. I believe that Bryan Edwards could become a good player in this league, but right now, from what he's shown, he's not doing much. He's not doing much. I definitely believe in Edwards as well, but there's only so long that you could stick with one player before you decide, okay, well, we need to upgrade or we need somebody new. We need to try something out. Kuntz did get pushed around in preseason. I'm not gonna lie, Raider champion. But the thing is with Kuntz, kind of like what I'm going here, Malik, is Kuntz, third round pick, was going to be a project, and we didn't even play him. We had him practicing for 13 weeks before we said, you know what, you're ready to make your first regular season start. That's the difference. That's the difference, right? Because they said, you know what, Kuntz is not strong enough. He needs more weight, and he needs to understand that where he's going to be playing is going to be against right tackles that have been playing in the league for years. So what we did is that we said, okay, 12 weeks, you're not going to touch the field before we think that you're ready. That's development. Not throwing him out in the fire for 12 weeks and not producing. You know, I think Kuntz will play because Nassib is hurt. I agree. Edwards is a number 2, number 3 receiver. He's never going to be Devontae Adams. I don't think he'll be a Devontae Adams, but he could be his own player, right? He can definitely emerge into a star. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it at all. But from what he's showing us right now, we need a spark we need him to show us a spark that he can be that star, that he can be a superstar, or that he can be a serviceable number 2 or a serviceable number 3. Because right now, he is a number 1 receiver on our depth chart. He is the number 1. He's playing the X, and he's not showing up. He's not. Your slot receiver is at almost 700 yards, and they're the ones showing up, right? And then you got your tight end who's showing up. And then you got a running back in the pass game, they're showing up. In Kenyon Drake, right? So it's by no means am I giving up on Bryan Edwards, but I just want Bryan Edwards to show us that he can be that guy, right? That's what I want from Bryan Edwards, because it is what it is. But let me see something really quick because they just posted something. I don't know. Waller got the most drops. Yeah, Waller has also had a down year, right? Waller has also not had the best of seasons. Our offense has definitely faded out in terms of playmakers after Ruggs left, right? It doesn't look like our offense has been just as explosive, but with Deshaun Jackson, it looks like it's picking back up. Edwards is still learning the system after almost 2 seasons. Raiders 805. That's a long time. That's a long time. I'm not gonna lie. And here's the thing. Raiders 805. What if we don't have the same system next year? Because what if we move on from what we have? So it could be very, 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 very bad for him if we have another coach next year, right? If we have another coach next year, well, it's going to be bad. Because if it's taken him almost 2 years to learn a system, then it's going to be horrible for him next year. Would you trade Waller for Leonard Fournette? No. Not at all. Waller's been doubled and tripled all year. Yeah, so your young receiver and Bryan Edwards should show up. That's what I think. I mean, listen to him. Edwards didn't play COVID year. I don't know. Carr wanted that smoke with Diggs. I mean, here's what I did say, because I rewatched that play with Diggs, because obviously it was a cool play. But I actually like that. Because, look, you lined up in the Wildcat, and if you watch the film, the second that Mariota took a step, just a step, to the right, Diggs let go. He completely just let Derek Carr run. Now, I'm not saying throw the ball to Derek Carr, but I'm also saying throw the ball to Derek Carr because you could have. Right? If that's a play that on film they're like, okay, if that corner is going to leave you the second that Mariota takes a step to his right, then A, you know what? Fucking take a step to your right, launch that bitch. That's what I'm saying. Obviously don't do that if it's like a game freaking decision. But I'm saying, that it could happen. Let's see. And shout out to KG for the super sticker, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Edwards has potential. Look at Amari Cooper. He sucked. What? Hold on. I have to read that. Hold on. Edwards has potential. Look at Amari Cooper. He sucked ass with us and goes to Dallas and turned out to be a good receiver. Listen, Carlos. Amari Cooper went to the Pro Bowl with the Raiders. He was a 2-time 1,000-yard receiver with the Raiders. He went to Dallas because he wanted money. He got traded to Dallas because we couldn't pay him the $100 million contract that he wanted. Not because he was ass here and they gave him a chance over there. He was already a good player. He was already a great great route runner, and he was already a good receiver. He just had a little bit of drop problems, and he still has it. He was never ass. Ever. He just didn't want to be here. He wasn't ass. The fuck? But yes, Edwards has potential. I agree. Yes. What should we do to fix the offensive line in the offseason? I think Ray the Tape brought up a great a great point. There's a very, very young guard, or he's not very young, but he is a young guard, goes by the name of Will Hernandez, and he plays for the New York Giants. If you look at that horrible New York Giants offensive line, the only one that's out there dominating is Will Hernandez. I feel like this offseason, man, you do whatever you can to trade for Will Hernandez. He's young. I believe he's about 26 or 27 years old, and he is a freaking monster. You put Will Hernandez in the lineup and Alex Leatherwood is the other guard. Oh my goodness. Your run game would be freaking disgusting in the middle. It would be nasty. It would be nasty, man. I would love to be I would love to have him come in, man. I would love to have him come in. His pass blocking could definitely, need some help. But the thing is that when you got Daniel Jones back there, it's tough. But I would love to get Will Hernandez. That dude's a freaking, oh man, he is big. He is big, man. I would love to bring him in, and I know Ray the Tape would as well. You don't spend money on guards. I just don't think that's true, man. I just don't think that's true. But if we're talking about offensive line, man, you really go out and try and see what you can do. You go out and get the best right tackle possible. That's what you do. You go out, you get the best right tackle possible, and you move on and you try and fix the interior from there. Man, Sean, I've been seeing this name a lot. Man. Oh, shoot. I put up the wrong thing. I'm not giving up on Denzel Good, by the way. No. But I've been seeing this name a lot. Jordan Davis. 6'6", 350 pounds from Georgia. I've been seeing a bunch of completely different ways with opinions with this guy right here. Now, I've only watched about 3/4 of Georgia football, and he's good, but I don't think that he would completely change your defensive line. From what I've seen, he's like a Dalvin Tomlinson. A Dalvin Tomlinson won't really get to the quarterback too much, but he will eat up blockers and he will stop that run. That's what I think of him. Obviously, pass rushing in the NFL is a lot different. It's a lot tougher. But from what I've seen, obviously it's not. I literally just said I've only seen about 2/4 of Georgia football. So that's my assessment on him. I could be completely wrong. But y'all tell me. That's what I think about him, Sean. I don't really get into college football until later in the year, and that's when I really start to look at a bunch of college players. Let's pull a Patriots and trade down, find value. I would agree, but we suck at drafting. I would just love for us to trade for some talent that we know will produce, not trade up or trade back for a guy that we think will do good in the league. That's my thing. If Leatherwood stays at right guard, do you play Denzel Good at right tackle? I don't think so, because Denzel Good's contract is not right tackle money. It's not. Denzel Good's contract is not right tackle money. It's not. So I don't think that he plays right tackle. Me personally, I don't think that he plays right tackle. That's what I see. We need revenge against the Washington football team for all that bull crap. There you go. This organization has caused us hell, man. We need to get payback. We need to. We need to. We need to. We need a left guard. I don't like John Simpson. Okay. Okay. I would put good on the right. Move Leatherwood to left. I think that's moving around your first rounder a lot. I don't think that would be a bad move for him, though, Stokes. I don't, because he played on the left side a lot in college. So I don't think that would be a bad move for him at all. But I feel like right now he seems to be getting comfortable. He seems to be getting comfortable at his position where he's at now. So I wouldn't want to move him again. I wouldn't want to move him again. Should send a thank you note to the Washington football team, Silver Lining. Okay. You're not going to pull a booger out my nose? I don't got no booger, bro. This man is tripping. You see Leatherwood playing guard, or you see Leatherwood playing guard for Good not going back at right tackle. I think that Good was never meant to play right tackle. He played right tackle because that's all we had. But Denzel Good, first of all, the contract that he signed is not right tackle money. It's not right tackle money. So I don't think that he will start at right tackle, nor do I want him to start at right tackle, because he is not a right tackle. He is an interior offensive lineman. He is a left or right guard. That's what I think. My boy Cushmom420 says, just subscribe. My bad, bro. I thought I've been subscribed months ago. No worries, man. The whole thing is that you're here now, right? The whole thing is that you're here now. Good's performance at tackle isn't there. Yeah, that's another thing. He played decent because it was just a couple games. It was small sample size, so it's tough to really judge. Do we go O-line and draft or free agent? Me personally, I would draft offensive linemen because I don't think that they're that bad. But I think that you go out and you get proven wide receivers in free agency, and I think you go out and you get proven depth at corner in free agency. That's what I think. So move Good to left guard. Yeah, you could do that as well. I agree. You don't draft guards in the first round. Yes, you don't unless your name is Quentin Nelson. Then you do. Well, if he's a right guard, we wasted a first. Not worth that. Yes, definitely wasted. No doubt. Javon Williams, Tyron Johnson. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with those guys, man. It doesn't really seem like we're in much of a rush to get them in. So I don't think we will. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I like Simpson and James and Leatherwood. Now they improved. Only Parker, you could argue. I agree. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Our offensive line isn't there now. It could definitely improve in the offseason through draft or through free agency. But right now, I have not watched enough college film, and I have not looked too much into who is going to be a free agent next year to tell you right now who I would want us to bring in. Best believe, closing in on the season, though, and close to the off season, you guys will be freaking flooded with that kind of content, though. From here. That's what I will say. Javon Williams is 6'4". Yeah, that dude is a freak. He is a freak. 6'4" and ran a 4.36, I believe. Right? Am I right, guys? Did he run a 4.36? Or if not, let me know what Javon Williams' 40 time was. I think he ran a 4.36 or something like that. I think that could be a very, 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 very good combo, him and Derek Carr. But the thing is that I don't think that he has the route running. A 4.5? Oh, my bad. I'm thinking of the other guy that we have on the roster that ran a 4.36. Tyron Johnson. Tyron Johnson. I would love to see us bring up Tyron Johnson. I felt like he did good with the Chargers. I would love to see Tyron Johnson get elevated for a couple games. Maybe for this game, honestly. Tyron ran a 4.3. There you go. My bad. Thank you, Vital. Appreciate it. Javon White needs to see the field. I agree, Kevin, but it's just a matter of time of health now. See how healthy he is going forward. That's what I think it is. Just health. It's just health. How healthy is these players right now? 4.53 was Wims. Okay. Yeah. I flip flopped them. But even though 4.53 at 6'4", that's pretty nasty. I would love to see Tyron though. Anything on Morrow? Jers, I think that they're saying that he could return closer to week 18, and if we make a postseason push, then yeah, a postseason. What's Edwards' 40 time? I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's give Abrams some love. Dude's been balling. Abrams has been a good player for this defense. I just don't like how with last year we clearly saw that in coverage the man is not the greatest. So I don't understand why we keep putting him in a bad position. To like it doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This man in the box, him in the box, A+. But stop putting the man in coverage. Keep him in the box, and when he's running or when he is covering, don't make him cover a deep half. At most, make him cover a flats. Make him cover a tight end that's spilling out. Make him cover a running back that's coming out the backfield, but do not make him run or cover a deep half or anything like that we've been doing. I don't know why we've been doing that as of lately. We need to keep Abram in the box, allow him to disrupt, blitz him every now and again, but you know, I want to see more of that. When he's in the box, plays great. When he's out of position, he plays like he's out of position. Like, yeah, no. Resign Sally's been a nice pickup. I agree. Desert Raider, resign that man. He's definitely been pretty good. I think Brian Edwards ran a 4.5. Oh, 4.53. There you go. He got Moss twice. Yeah. Resign Crosby. Yeah, I think right now we should extend Crosby in the offseason before he even is set to hit free agency. I think that you might as well should extend guys like that. That's what I feel like we should do. He's a linebacker. I mean, there you go. I think that's where you should stay there. I mean, stay in the role of a linebacker, but he's a little bit faster, you know? We should re-sign Jefferson too. I think we should re-sign all these defensive tackles that we got. I think that you should re-sign Quentin Jefferson, Phylon, Solomon Thomas, all these guys. I think you should re-sign all those guys. Yeah. That's what I think. Imagine if Abram puts on 20 pounds. I don't want him to put on 20 pounds. I don't. Because he already put weight on this offseason. He put weight on this offseason. Abram saved us in overtime. He stopped a short pass. Yeah, Abram is good. That's my thing. Abram is good, but sometimes he just gets exposed when he's out of position. That's what it is. Because he stopped a 2-point conversion, and in the next 2-point conversion, they drew up a great play. They drew up a great play where it was a natural pick play where a receiver was going to come inside on a pick, and then the tight end was going to go out. So it was a natural pick play. It's a natural rub to where it doesn't, cause a penalty. And Abram got caught on the pick, and they went in. They went in, easy touchdown. So yeah, Abrams is a box safety. He can tackle in the open field. That's his strengths. I wouldn't say he can tackle in the open field because I have seen Abram miss some open field tackles, but him, yes, a box safety, yes. That's what I think. Man, Jers, you've been on fire tonight with all these because I agree with almost 90% of the stuff that you say. We should take him out on coverage, put Teamer in or Gillespie. The thing is, that 2-point was a pick play. He stopped the 2-point conversion and then he got knocked on that pick play for another 2-point conversion. That's what I think. But back to what Jers was saying was I think that Dallin Levitt needs to be taken out and you need to put Roderick Teamer or Tyree Gillespie in on all these reps that Dallin Levitt is getting. That's what I think we should do. That's what I think we should do. Merrick is a very good tackler. Champion. I agree. That head nod by the center was bogus. Super, super bogus, man. I don't think so. I really, I mean, all he did was move his head. He said, whoop, flag, false start. It is what it is. We're the Raiders. I mean, isn't Teamer on IR? Not anymore. No, not anymore. Teamer has he's been off IR for I think the last 2 weeks. Teamer was the one that got ejected. Sultan. Teamer was the one that got ejected against the Cowboys. Teamer was the one that got ejected. If we don't get caught on that, we don't even go to overtime. I agree. I think that killed a lot of momentum. I agree. We for real been drafting players and not playing them. Yeah, Tyree Gillespie has not been getting much burn at all. Or he's a special teamer. Divine Diablo has been a special teamer. I'm not sure what's up with us in drafting special teamers in the 3rd round. Andy, you ever heard of a team getting 3 first-round picks in the top 14? Never. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Who has 3 first-round picks in the top 14? Philly? Does Philly have three first-round picks in the top 14? Let's see. Eagles? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Philly. That's crazy. That's oof. Oh, Gillespie's on IR. Oh, I thought you were talking about Teamer. Oh, okay. Yeah, Gillespie, yes. Gillespie's on IR. Yes. Yes. The Giants pick 6 and 7, and the Eagles have 3 first in the top 14. Wow. Who did the Eagles trade to get that? Who did they have? Why not use Diablo as strong safety? Because that's what Jonathan Abram plays. I think the Divine Diablo right there were those reps that Dallin Levitt's getting. I think you should put Divine Diablo there. I think that you should put Roderick Teamer there. That's what I think. That's what I think. 49ers, yes, the 49ers. When they traded away the freaking farm. They traded away everything to get Trey Lance and they don't even start that man. Tough. That's tough. Let's see. We need Teamer for Abrams. Abrams batting coverage. I think that Abrams has been getting placed out of position a lot, man. I'm gonna be on for another 15 minutes, y'all. So keep the comments rolling, keep the questions rolling, keep all that, keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. We need to go after the Jets D lineman. Who are you talking about? Quentin Williams? He's not gonna be open for a trade. Carson Wentz got them a first. Damn. Really? Carson Wentz went for a first-round pick? What? Well, Jacobs will have another year on his contract, Sultan. Jacobs will have one more year before we would have to pick up his 5th-year option. So he doesn't get replaced. I think that his snaps get reduced. Yeah. Conditional first. Okay. Quentin Williams, yeah, no. Quentin Williams is not going to be on the open market. Or he's not going to be on the trade block, I don't think. We need speed at linebackers. It's a shame Moore and White been hurt all year. Facts, Kevin. Facts. Those are 2 sideline to sideline linebackers. And then potentially with Divine Diablo, another very, very fast potential linebacker on the roster that has not been playing at linebacker. Carr has this year and one more left, J-Dog. Trade our first for Quinnen. I would do it in a heartbeat. I would do it right now. Trade our first-round pick for Quentin Williams. I mean, I would do it right now. I was heartbroken when Quentin Williams went a pick ahead of us the year that we drafted Cleveland Farrell. I was heartbroken. Yeah. Hold on. Andy, let's talk about how small the margin for victory. How small a margin for victory we have. Lamar threw 4 picks and 1. Rodgers won 17-0 with a 26 QBR. Brady and Josh Allen won multiple games, throwing multiple picks. Yeah. But okay, this is the thing. Lamar threw 4 picks and won the game because Lamar can run for 1,000,000 yards. That's the thing. Aaron Rodgers, you have Devontae Adams, you have Aaron Jones, you have crazy weapons. Brady, you have crazy weapons. You got what? Brown, Gronkowski, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette. You have everybody. Josh Allen, you got Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox, and Emmanuel Sanders. These teams have playmakers. So that's why they have guys that even when they play bad, they can still win. Like that's the thing, man. That's the thing. But yes, our margin is very, very small, man. Derek Carr can't throw 2 picks and win a game. Our team is not built that way. Our team is not built that way at all. At all, man. At all. Singletary, Beasley. I mean, yeah. That's our problem. We don't have many playmakers. Yeah, it's tough. Was good, Andy. Was good, EJ. What's up? Let's see. Corey Littleton gets a pass. Why? What do you mean? I think that Corey Littleton has been playing pretty decent. He's been playing pretty decent. I didn't see too many. I didn't see Corey Littleton get like torched last game. I didn't see him have a bad game. I didn't. T.Y. Hilton has a connection with Carr and their Pro Bowls together. Yeah, T.Y. Hilton's on the end of his career though. I would have loved it if he would have came this year, like this offseason, if he would have came in to play this year. Yeah. Rewatch it. Andy, would you rather get Adams, Gallup, or Godwin this next year? Realistically, I would rather get Godwin because Chris Godwin is younger. But I really want Devontae Adams because he's a route runner. And the thing is that with route runners, their careers can be extended a lot more years because they're not speedsters and they're not getting hit a bunch because they're not speedsters, right? So that's my thing. I would love Devontae Adams, but realistically, Chris Godwin. Honestly, that's yeah. I think Gallup's younger than Godwin. Yeah, the thing is, I would love to bring in Gallup. There's no doubt. If you could bring in Devontae Adams and Gallup, do it. Do it. Devontae Adams depends on Carr. Yes. If Carr is here, I think Devontae comes. If Carr is not here, Devontae Adams does not come. Simple. Yeah, Allen Robinson would be nice. I think that you have a very, very good wide receiver market next year. Let's see. Devontae will probably get franchised. It's not going to work if he doesn't sign that franchise. And if he tells him that he doesn't want to be there, then you're not going to get franchised. You can't force somebody to play. Let's see. Andy, I had this discussion with Ray yesterday. Do you think Renfro is top 5 in the AFC West? I love Renfro, but I do not see him starting on Denver. Does he start on Denver? What do you mean, does he start on Denver? I think that Hunter Renfro is the second best slot receiver in the NFL. I think that he starts anywhere. Personally, I think he starts anywhere. I think he starts in Denver. I think he starts with the Chargers. He would definitely start with the Chiefs. I think he starts anywhere. I think he starts anywhere. Personally. Robinson would probably want top dollar. I agree. Robinson is a top tier receiver, but hasn't had a competent quarterback. Yeah, Robinson. Okay, if we're just speaking hypothetical, a player I would absolutely love to see in the silver and black would be Brandon Cooks. That's who I would love to see in the silver and black. Brandon Cooks is probably one of the most underrated receivers in the NFL. Does he start over Sutton, Judy, or Patrick? He's a slot receiver. So you can have Renfro, Sutton, Judy, and Tim Patrick all on the field at once in a 4-receiver set. But yes, I think that he starts over Sutton. Yes. Joshua, my boy, says, "Was good, Andy? Long time no see." Yes, long time no see, man. I'm glad to be back. Finally came back from the homeland, man. I was out there for a while, so yeah. Cooks reminds me of a poor man's D-Jack. Oh man, I think that's disrespectful to Cooks, man. Yeah. Are you all in on Carr? Do you think we need? Wait, what? Are you? What the fuck? I think the question was, am I all in on Carr? The thing is with Carr, I think that he just needs to extend plays a little bit more, and he'll be perfect. He's a great passer. He's very, very accurate. He doesn't turn the ball over much. Besides those last 3 games, he was turning the ball over quite a bit. But I think that Carr is a very serviceable. Well, I think that's disrespectful to Carr. I think Carr is a very good quarterback. I think that he just needs to extend plays more, because when it's not there, too many times I've seen him just throw the ball away in times where we need to be aggressive. That's my only knock on him, honestly. And at times it really sucks. It really sucks. Yeah, Cooks is fire, man. No. EJ Rader, Jerry Jeudy is an outside receiver already. Jerry Jeudy is an outside receiver. And Rasul Douglas, I never wanted Rasul Douglas to leave, man. I think I was on a live saying it. When he got cut, I was very, very disappointed on why he got cut. I never understood why he got cut over guys like Keyshawn Nixon stayed on the roster above him. It was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. The thing is that with Rasul Douglas is that I thought he had a great preseason, and he had that stupid taunting penalty. And I heard that he was also one of the main guys that started the fight over there when we had our joint practice with the Rams. So I felt like we let him go because maybe we thought that he was going to be like a cancer on the field. But I was pretty disappointed, man. I was pretty disappointed. I wouldn't mind Michael Thomas. HGM, man. If you get Michael Thomas, that would be crazy. I think that there's a lot of receivers next year that we will see on the market, that we'll see be put on the trade block. Yeah. So Andy, Cooks, Adams, and Godwin all on our team next year. You sign all three with Waller? Bro, I don't know if my reading there was just horrible or if you messed up a little bit with the way that you that you wrote that. But if I could sign one of the three, I would sign Gallup, Cooks, or Godwin. That'd be crazy. I'd sign Adams. Facts, Raider champion. Fuck them. I'd sign Adams. The fuck? Give me Adams over all three. Fuck them. What? Simple. Give me Adams. Fuck the rest. This man said no more cancer players. A.B. Arnett, F. Thomas. Okay. Simple as that. We got to get a wide receiver in free agency or draft. Or the draft. Adams is the first choice. Agreed. Adams has the chemistry. Yeah. There's it's like you get Adams and it's like your team, you don't have to worry about chemistry because these two played with each other forever. And then your team just immediately gets better. On top of that, if you could re-sign a Deshaun Jackson, you're talking about a wide receiver core or a receiving core with Darren Waller, Devontae Adams, Deshaun Jackson, and Hunter Renfrow. That would be nasty. I would be all for it. I'd be all for it, man. But y'all, I am gonna head on up out of here. My boy Graf, I think, is on in 15 minutes or 5 minutes, actually. My boy Graf is on in 5 minutes, man. So I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. I'm glad to be back. Most likely either do a live either tomorrow or a video tomorrow or a video on Friday. One or the other, man. One or the other. I'm going to do something tomorrow or Friday or both. Probably both, man. Probably both. So tune in to Grass Live that he has with Stu in about 4 minutes. Go check him out over there. Show him love and all that kind of stuff. You know what you guys do. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man, on the road to 3,000 subscribers, man. So if you guys can please hit that like button, do what you guys do, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. Let's get to that 3,000 subscribers together, man. Butt Nation, I love y'all. Thank you guys for coming back and tuning in with me for almost a 2-hour stream. I'm glad to be back, man. I'm glad to be back. Love y'all, Nation. Let's go get a win this week. Let's go 7-5, man. 7-5, man. Peace.